Use any ATM of your convenience and stand a chance to win gold sovereigns.
A public meeting of Sarvajana Balaya aimed at the 2024 parliamentary election was held today in Mathura under the patronage of its leader Dilith.
Five out of 9 of my colleagues who ran for office with me during the last election have decided not to contest. The remaining 4 have joined various other political alliances. I am the only candidate left to lead the 6.9 million voters who voted in favour of former President Gotabaya Rajapaksa. During this month and a half, the NPP government has shown us that they are in office to complete Ranil Wickremesinghe's agenda.
හිටපු ජනාධිපතිතුමා දැන් කියනවා පාර්ලිමේන්තුවට එවන්නලු පළපුරුදුවක් තියෙන අය.
Our former president urges the public to send experienced lawmakers to parliament. He was an experienced lawmaker and yet he destroyed his party, which happens to be one of the oldest parties, while also destroying several others. Ranil Wickremesinghe also brokered the transfer of one of the last remaining mainstream political parties to Dr. Harini Amarasuriya. Dr. Harini Amarasuriya will likely be the next Prime Minister as well. Other members such as Sunil Handunnetti, K.D. Lalkantha, Bijitha Herath and Tilvin Silva are also suitable candidates for the position. They are qualified candidates and yet they have to stand in line behind the incumbent Prime Minister. That is because the incumbent Prime Minister has exclusive access to the list of tasks which former President Ranil Wickremesinghe failed to execute. Once she is reappointed to that position, Sri Lanka will have a Ranil Wickremesinghe government. There is no difference. We are here attempting to rescue Sri Lankan politics from the jaws of destruction and transform it to one which fosters collaboration. Please cast your vote in front of Sarvajana Balaya's symbol, the medal, on the 14th of November. Afterwards, we can create a courageous opposition. Meanwhile, another public meeting of Sarvajana Balaya was held in Ambalanthota in the Hambantota district under the patronage of its leader Dilith.
මේ අම්බන්තොට දිස්ත්‍රික්කය ඇතුළු බොහෝ දිස්ත්‍රික්කවල දේශපාලනඥයින්
In many districts, including Hambantota, people began to reject traditional political parties due to the reprehensible acts and conduct of several politicians. People refused to further sustain that vicious cycle of corruption. They did so with hatred since they were enraged. Even we were in pain and we kept asking why they kept destroying the country. So the public decided to vote the National People's Power into office, the worst of the all political alternatives. That does not mean that the 42% of all voters who voted for the incumbent president endorsed the NPP's agenda. This most recent election was driven by disappointment. The public made its message clear. However, the public needs to now rally to create the country they expect. That is why we are attempting to create the courageous opposition fueled by love and affection. This opposition will be bigger than the government. We sit idle for 5 years. We will try to claim power as soon as we are elected to parliament. The courageous opposition is not an opposition which will be satisfied with staying in the opposition forever. The courageous opposition will not evade responsibility when it is time to take responsibility. This courageous opposition eagerly awaits to take responsibility. It will take over as soon as the opportunity manifests. We will not sabotage the incumbent government. We will let them execute their duties, but they will have to do so according to our preferences. If the majority of the people support the opposition, the government will have to listen to the opposition.